Hi guys, I'm Asad Bek, a Flex program alumni, and this is my first ever video content. If you're watching this, you probably have some idea of what the Flex program is, and that's why in this video, I'm not going to cover the general information that you can find out there. Instead, I will dive deep into the real experience of being an exchange student in the US and tackle the big question: is the Flex program actually worth applying for? I have also invited some guest speakers to share their insights, so let's get started. August 23, 2023. It was the day that I set foot in a foreign country for the first time in my life. I was just 16 years old, and until then, I had never been abroad or away from my family for such a long time. I was filled with uncertainty, wondering what would happen next. At first, adjusting to a new country, a new culture, and a new people was tough. Everything around me was different. But with time, things began to change. I realized that the dreams I'd worked so hard were finally coming true. I was living in the US with a wonderful host family, attending to an American high school, and making great friends, exploring the beautiful sights of California. And I thought to myself, if your dreams are coming true, then why not make the most out of them? That mindset shift changed how I approach everything around me. Now, at the end, I can say that I had the best year of my life with full of unforgettable memories and moments. One of the people who made my exchange year truly unforgettable is William Cushing. He's a friend of mine I met in the US and someone that I learned a lot from. When I was brainstorming this video, I knew I wanted to interview him to provide future host communities with the valuable perspective. I asked him about the impact of cultural exchange, our memorable moments, and how our friendship changed his view of the world. So let's watch it. The first question, Mr. President.
Yes.
So, did our friendship change your perspective on the world or other cultures?
No, I'd 100% say yes. Our friendship really kind of brought to light the different cultures for me, especially because you were the first foreign exchange student I'd met that wasn't Christian, you know? And to me, that was like a whole new world. It's mainly because of you and Augie that I want to travel the world and I want to meet new people. And like this summer, I have plans with friends to go backpacking across Europe. And so I'm trying to stop by if I can. But I wouldn't have had those plans if I hadn't met you and Augie. There's a quote from Henry Rollins where he says something like, when you meet these people from other countries, it's a lot harder to wage war against them because you know those people, they're like family to you. And in my mind now, it's like, I will forever love Uzbekistan and I'll forever love Serbia because of you guys. And I want to visit one day. So it's also made it easier. My floor mate, I guess, just right next to my dorm, there's one transfer student in there and then the other student's from Beijing. And it's made it a lot easier to connect and understand with him because I am now used to like breaking that cultural bond, you know?
That's lovely. That's lovely to hear. So, like, was there a moment when you just like realized that being friends with an exchange student was some kind of like unusual thing, like unusual experience?
Unusual experience. Let me think. I always kind of saw it as curious and exciting and interesting, but unusual. Let me think of that. There were some unusual moments, like I forget the name of them, but when you gave us those little cheese balls, that was that shocked me pretty well. I was like, whoa. I think maybe taking you guys to like a football game for the first time, or trying to think, what was something that was unusual? There weren't many things that like caught you guys off guard, but I'd say probably In-N-Out or no, I have it. It was after one of the football games. I can't remember which one. I don't know if you remember, but we brought you, Augie, Maddox, I think Beeson back to my house, and we're all eating like lasagna or something like that. And I remember Maddox asked Augie, he said, "Are your parents pretty chill?" And my dad said, "Well, they had to be chill enough to send him halfway across the world." And right there, I realized I was like, this is something that's pretty rare. You wouldn't hear of an American, at least where we're from, like an American going halfway across the world for a year. So that was unusual in the sense that it was rare.
If you were to explain the Flex program to other Americans, what would you tell them about its importance and the value of exchange students?
I would compare it to kind of like going to college in the sense that the students have to leave home and travel to a completely new place and make new friends and learn new things. But I'd say it's important because it does help break the cultural bonds, not just for you guys coming here, but for us to experience you guys. I mean, like I'd definitely be a different person if I hadn't met you guys. I can say that much. I'd probably be a lot more sad because you guys give me a lot of happy memories, but I would definitely say it's very important. I wish I'd known about it earlier. Maybe I had find another way that I could travel, but I am definitely very glad that you guys got here because I mean, this is a lifelong friendship, if you ask me. And I'm glad that it was able to show you guys the American culture. So, top 10 program. Even though I've never really been a part of it, if it ever needed my help, I would help.
No, you were a part of it. You made our life like exchange year the better. Thank you very much. Another person that I met during my exchange year and became a long-lasting friend with is Ognjen Spajic. He's a Flex alumni from Serbia and was my double placement. An amazing man, had the best moments of my life with him. I had an interesting alumni conversation with him recently, and I'm excited to share it with you all. Let's watch it. So, Augie, first of all,
Yep.
why did you apply for Flex program?
Well, I always wanted to go to the US and I always wanted to see that world that's across the ocean for me because I always seen it on the movies and on YouTube and videos on Instagram, but I always wanted to experience it firsthand. And as someone who's coming from a multicultural family, my mom is Hungarian, my dad is Serbian. I wanted to experience different cultures that are in the US. So that was always kind of like, let's say, calling me. And when I saw that Flex's class applications are open, I just figured, why not? I don't have anything to lose.
For the second question, so what were your initial expectations versus the reality?
Well, I try not to have any expectations, although it's hard. Like it's in our human nature. It's in our human nature to expect something every time we go somewhere. But I really try to clear my mind out of anything about the US. Of course, I had some. I always thought I'll have the hallways with the locks and stuff. But when we came to the reunion, we didn't have any of that. I was like, what's the point of school if I could not put a nerd in it? Just kidding. So I had some expectations that came from the movies, but the reality was way better. I made so many friends, and I didn't even expect to have that many friends or to know that much people. I made so many great memories, and I can really say that the expectations that I almost didn't have outgrew. The reality outgrew those expectations. If that makes sense.
How did the program change your life? Like, what were your main takeaways during the program?
Well, first off, it opened my eyes. I spent 10 months with you, so having someone like you to always kind of pull me back to the ground and make me slow down in my life showed me that there's a slow lane in life that should be taken once in a while. So it kind of changed my lifestyle to kind of suit me more and helped me not just burn out. Secondly, as I said, it opened my eyes. It helped me realize some things that I was doing, and it helped me understand some things better than I did before I came to the US. because I spent there 10 months without my parents. Yes, we had the host family, but still, those are the people that I never knew before. So now I had to be on my own and kind of think about myself, because nobody will really think about me as much as my parents will, unless it's me who thinks about myself first. So it kind of made me more mature. It made me realize new things. It made me understand some old things that I never saw before, and it helped me become. That's the whole purpose of the program. It helped me become a better leader, and I think that's with all of us, because I saw with you, with my friends back in Serbia, when we came back to that re-entry rotation. Everybody knew what they want. Everybody knew what they need when it came to like making the first projects, and it was really satisfying and relieving to see all of us just work as a group of leaders. So I think it's not just me who had those things, it's all of us that went on Flex. Almost 1,000 of us. I don't know how many students there were.
It's lovely. So the last question. Do you think that the Flex program is only for like top students? Like, they say like everybody can apply, everybody can apply. Do you think like it's a top program? Yes, but is it only for top students?
I wouldn't say top students. I would say for the hardworking students, because there's a big difference between a top student and a hardworking one. You can be a top student, like an all A student, or all fives. It depends on where you study. But you don't have to be a hard worker. You can just learn for a grade and then just forget about it. But if you're hardworking and you work for a grade, it will happen that you make a mistake and don't get that with a grade sometimes. But still, you're a hard worker and you will work hard after that too. Flex is all about hard work. There will be some bad days and good days, but if you're a hard worker, you will work through those days that are bad for the good days. So the grades don't matter. Nothing really matters but your personality. If you're willing to make some cutbacks in your life for the sake of good days, I think that you're ready to apply, and I think that everybody should apply. Even if you don't think you're a hard worker, you will make yourself a hard worker when you come to the US, because if you don't, unfortunately, you will fail for that year. And I don't think that anybody would want to fail in the US when you get a chance to go there for free. So I say that everybody should apply, no matter what they think of themselves, because it will be an eye-opening experience for everyone.
That's a good answer. The reason why I asked is that, like, so many people ask me, I'm a private 5.0 student, and like, do I have any chance of winning? Like, I don't have an exact answer, so that's why I asked you.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, thank you for that. That was the end of the interview, and I'm gonna stop right.
Just look at me. I'm a decent student. I'm not the 5.0 student. I'm a, how do you say, I'm above 4.5 student, but still, I don't have all fives in my school. That doesn't matter. I'm not good for Flex. It just means that sometimes I don't really study that much, so I draw back. That's on me. So the grades in school don't really matter that much.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
So after all this, the question still remains: is the Flex program actually worth applying for? And my answer is definite yes. Thank you all for watching the video to the end. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video if you found this helpful. There's more to come. Thank you.